Here's my audience. So today I decided to tell you about the first time that I went to New York City. The first time I went to New York, I was 18, so this would be last July, and I'd always really wanted to go. The first time I had gone close to New York, I was 13, and we went to the Statue of Liberty, and I wanted to go so bad to New York City, but my parents were like, no, we don't have time for that, we're not going. So after that, I became randomly obsessed with New York City, and my whole room had New York stuff everywhere, and this just made me want to go even more. And the convenient thing about this is my family lives in Connecticut, so it's really easy to go there if we were to. So we decided the next time that we would go to New York City when we went to visit my family. We decided we'd go for a week. We left on July 4th at 6 in the morning, and it took us 2 flights to get there. And then we spent the first 4-ish days with my family. We went to Rhode Island and the beach and spent some good quality time with our family, which was nice. But the real highlight of this trip was going to New York. And we decided to leave from Hartford into Grand Central Terminal, and the view coming out of Grand Central is unreal. This was an actual picture that I took when we first walked out, and the towers, or the buildings, are just like miles above you. It's really crazy. So after that, we decided to go to our hotel, and we put our bags down, and we decided that we would do the bus tour of New York City. So basically, you go through all the highlights of the city and all the touristy things that you don't have time to do in more than just one day. And included in this tour is a night tour, which was my favorite part because New York City comes to life at night. And that is a picture of Times Square at night. And then you could go on the Manhattan Bridge through the Brooklyn Bridge, and you could see the whole skyline lit up at night. The next day we decided to go to the 9/11 Museum, and there they have the reflection pools of where the towers once stood, and that is a picture there. And that was a really surreal experience for me. And right next to that they have the One World Trade Center, which is in honor of the Twin Towers. And if you go to the top, you get a 360 view of the entire city, which was super cool. That night we went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, which is basically just famous people's wax figurines, which was really interesting. And after that we went shopping in Times Square, and I had my first slice of New York pizza, which was phenomenal. Now, the one thing I did not realize about this trip would be the amount of walking that is involved in New York City. By the second day, my mom and I were so over it, and we decided to just take cabs places, even if it was just a block, because we couldn't do it anymore. The final day, we were trying to cram everything in that we could. We went to NBC Studios, Rockefeller Center, where the Today Show was filmed, and we went to St. Patrick's Cathedral, which was definitely the most peaceful place in New York City. And that is a picture of the inside. It was extremely beautiful there too. Then we went to the public library, and we decided we would head back to Connecticut. And overall, this was a really good trip, but I have to say, movies do not do this city justice in any way, shape, or form. I really enjoyed the fast-paced environment, and I really hope I can go back there another time someday soon. If you are going there anytime soon, be prepared for a ton of walking, but it is definitely worth it, and I'm so glad I finally got to experience it. So, thank you.
There was a bug on the floor. This is